Day 7, bro. I'm honestly, uh, you know what? I'm happy I made it here, man. This is a channel record, and I did it trying to keep my mind pure and everything pure. You know what I mean? Like, not watching porn, not watching stuff. And honestly, today, benefits wise, like I was going to church, and I kind of felt awkward at church. I always usually feel awkward when I go to church, but yeah, I mean, let me let this dog in right quick. Hold on. But yeah, you know, I definitely felt benefits. But it wasn't as strong today as it usually is. Like I still had social anxiety, but it wasn't. It was more so like around the beginning when I got to church. But as I warmed up, just talk with people, things got better. Uh, but even still, it was actually better than yesterday, if I really think about it. I was just being myself, and I definitely am glad that I did this, man. So yeah, bro, we're on that day 7, bro. They got somebody at my neighbor's sense, but yeah, bro. A little update though, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got Instagram back. Well, I've been having it back for a while, but you know, on Instagram, you see a lot of stuff. Today, and this wasn't even really church, because I really didn't see nothing crazy at church, because it's church. I hope I don't see nothing crazy, but I saw a lot of stuff that was crazy at like my grocery store, because I went to the store after church, and then even on this app, this Instagram. Instagram is so bad. I'm honestly, I say I should delete it all the time. I delete it and get it back. I should honestly just delete it because it's honestly terrible. Like, I'm just scrolling, and I never, like, it's starting to get to a point where I'm starting to tolerate looking at women and, like, seeing women. I'm not lusting, like, imagining sex, but I am getting to the point where, I want to, in my heart, again, to look at these women. But that's a no-go. That's a no-go. So I'm gonna have to delete Instagram, and I'm gonna have to just focus more on, what, keeping my head down. Sometimes it's better to just close your eyes, not see nothing, because the thing is, the more sexual content you see on a streak, that is unaddressed, meaning that's not, if you're not praying about it, working, or cutting it off altogether, that's going to build up, and that's going to lead up to a relapse. So it's better to stop it now, because, at least now I'm not like having sexual thoughts and stuff, and fantasies and all this stuff. So yeah, that is what I got to start doing. You know what I mean? And that's where I've been slipping up at recently. So, I gotta watch what I see in general. But we're on day 7, man, and I'm happy. As I said before, I'm happy. I'm just glad, Went to church, and I had a great time at church, man. It's just focusing on worshiping and paying attention. And, things gonna get better, man. And I'm happy that, I made this change. I gotta hearken, and I really gotta pay attention, because I gotta realize it's still a fight. I'm fighting every day. Now, still, another thing I gotta pay attention on is, not being offended and complaining, you know, that's a big thing with me. I complain a lot. Every time I work, I'll be like, oh, I gotta do this, instead of just doing the work like a man. Every time, even not even like a man, like I should be, you know. I should delight in my work, you know, take joy in my toil. And you know, if it's inconvenience in communication or something, a lot of times I will complain about that. And I don't want it. I don't want to build that skill. I don't want to build that that thorn in my side, because if you complain about everything, man, you gonna not have a great life. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna make problems bigger than they actually are. Um, but hey, all that yapping just to say I'm on day 7, and now the new goal, I'll put it at day 14, just so it's within reach. And after day 14, the goal will probably be day 30. After day 30, who knows? I might do day 60, or you know, not keep the goals too far away. But here I am. 1 week of semen retention, and a lot has changed in my life. You know, I'm just a happier person overall, and I'm starting to make key changes in my life at this moment right now. So God bless y'all. You know, I'm gonna end off with a prayer. God, I just pray that you would help us to stay fast, God, steadfast in the faith, and just hold on to you, and not be flown away and pushed away by all of this, the lust and the desires of this earth. God, I just pray that you will bless everybody over this camera, that you will help them to stay focused and not be whisked away by the lust of this world, God, but that you will keep them comforted in your love, God. And I just pray that you will help us to remember the seriousness and the stakes of the battle that we fight. And I just pray that you will help us to just have mercy on other people and forgive others. And also to not complain about the life or the challenges that we go to, but to take delight in the challenges that we go to and be content in every situation. And approach challenge, God, for your glory and not for our own glory. I also pray for pride, God, that you would pray that you would take the pride out of everybody's heart, God. Just humble everybody and help them to realize that it's only through you that we can accomplish this. In Jesus' name I pray, man. That's another thing too. Pride and like prideful thoughts and imaginations. I've even been struggling with that. You know what I mean? I watch a lot of TV shows, man. Yeah, you know how it is, bro. Watching all the TV shows and stuff. And I'm a very imaginative person. And sometimes I just go buck wild, like, you know, not sexual stuff, but like, you know, creating these elaborate, just imaginative stories and stuff. And it's prideful, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be caught up in that pride, because pride comes before the fall. So that's another thing I want to watch out for. Just keeping myself humble. And that's all I got to tell y'all, man. God bless y'all, man. I hope y'all just keep pressing on, you know. Don't give up, because, you know, there's always a reward at the end. All right. See y'all.